passes! 100% passes!
Hi guys, Tabriz here, the amateur footballer. This episode is sponsored by Heckburn Security. Logo, website. These guys will sort out all of your security needs. Just say amateur footballer and trust me, they will sort you out with a decent discount. I've been invited to a committee meeting and this is literally where teams get interviewed to see if they actually get entered into a Pacific League. So I'm going to be there, I'm going to film a little bit of it, maybe speak to someone briefly as well. Just a quick little insight in terms of what goes on behind the scenes.
He's doing some filming. He recorded Wimbledon Town, one of our clubs, in a cup final at Sutton last year. And basically what he's doing is he's doing some work now around what clubs have been doing in terms of developing in football. He's now kind of looking from the league aspect, kind of how teams kind of come about applying to the league. So he's not kind of taking part in the interview, but he's sort of taking just a couple of sort of photos and just really observing the process. I'll introduce the committee. So I'm Graham Robber, I'm the chairman, I'm the secretary, I look after the fixtures, I look after the money. I've got Bob Dixon at the end, he's our trophies officer. This gentleman here is Brian Howard, he's our president and our fines secretary. Lady to my left, to your right, is Dawn Barnett. She's the club chair lady of Wimbledon Town and she's our FA Charter Standards secretary. Gentleman to my right is Mark Steer, who looks after our referees, and that's his wife Tricia Steer at the end, who's our new registration secretary. So we've got sort of two new people joined our committee, which is really good. So the first point is what made you decide that you wanted to apply to the Southern Sunday League for the 2018-2019 season?
So we've been in the Morland District League for about 9 years, and I feel the direction the committee's taken is not the right one. So this league, from speaking to friends, I've got friends that play for Dawn, they said it's so well run. And when I look at Twitter, the Morland District Committee would not do anything to do with the internet. We live in the 21st century. You've got to go out there and try and get teams, and they're just not doing anything. It's down to, according to the last email I got yesterday, down to 28 teams.
Yeah.
I look at Twitter on yours and you've got plus 70 teams.
Yeah.
So what are you lot do differently? And that's what we want to be a part of, to say the Morland District League who are losing teams. And we've all got the same problems. The money's the same here as it is there. We play on the same pitches.
Yeah.
So that's why we're looking to move over. We've got the structure in place to be successful in this league, so hopefully if the committee can see that, then we'll be an asset to this league.
How did you get to the determination of 30 quid? What was that based
what
on?
it was before, which obviously may change as we find out if any costs have gone up.
So that is, initially, my initial reaction is that's quite low, and if you were obviously bearing that on before, obviously the league fees have gone up, the affiliation's gone up, the insurance has gone up, the referees' fees have gone up, the pitch fees have gone up, the cost of footballs has gone up. So you might need to take that away and have a look at that.
Much. Good to see you all. Bye.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Cheers.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Nice to see you, Ryan. Cheers. You too.
See you, right?
Again,
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Cheers. Take care.
I don't know really. Yeah, it went pretty much how I thought it would. Relevant questions and quite pertinent to things I need to know. I'm quite happy with it, but I might not be in the morning.
Yeah.
Hello, Charlie.
Hiya, how you doing? You all right? Yes, it's me. Yeah.
Sorry for the incessant emails.
I'll, and there's the sort of teams, they weren't great in terms of the results they got at the beginning, but once they got a little bit more experienced and a bit more streetwise, and they got a bit more understanding about kind of how the league kind of went, they picked up a couple of results and sort of finished third or fourth from the bottom. But actually they were quite happy with that, because they didn't know what to expect in the first year, if they were kind of near the top, then obviously that was a bonus. And I think the great thing about what you're going into potentially next year is just looking at because our constitution has changed 4 times since the AGM, because we've got this influx of teams that wanted to join. If we accept you into that division, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new teams that are going to go in there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Hopefully see you.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate that, mate.
That's Dulwich part of Rangers, isn't it?
Cheers, Charlie. All right.
Thank you very
Well
much.
done. Well done.
Take care, guys.
So obviously we know that you're a club, you've got a fantastic history. I know obviously people on your committee, and I've known around and about your club for many, many years. What's the kind of level of the players that you've got at the club at the moment? Are they seasoned Sunday League players, or are they quite young and they're quite new, or what's the kind of makeup of the team?
For a bit of a mixture. So
Right.
we do have the young, middle-aged, and we do have some vets that's still part of the team. We basically think that, look, everyone has their own sort of rights and they add their value to the team. So we try to basically get a mixture in terms of different age groups, because it adds to maturity. Whilst, let's say, some of the more veterans in the team don't really get to play as much, but they're still in and around the other players, giving them their experience, basically giving them that culture and letting them know really what Cosmos and our ethos is all about. Because a lot of youngsters, they come to a team, they just want to kick ball, but they don't really know and appreciate what an ethos of a club. Like Cosmos, we've been established, this is our 50th anniversary this year, and it's all about longevity.
It was a real pleasure to meet you. Thanks very much, Jason.
Thank you, it's nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Jason.
Right. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
We've been established as a club for a very long while, and I've been attending sort of like club meetings for about 10 years now, so I sort of like have a fair idea of what to expect, and that what they're basically mentioning and the sort of values that they have is definitely in line with what I feel as a club we should be anyway, and how football should be run.